Hi guys, Redneck Wannabe here. I hope all is well today. So, man, I'm tuckered out. So I thought I'd walk you through. It's just kind of starting to miss, so I know a rainstorm's coming. So I thought I would just walk you through what's happened and some of the things that have gone as planned, some of the things that haven't, and all that. So here we go. Here's my blackberry patch. You know, I planted it. Whenever we closed on the place, I ordered some blackberries, and they came in, and I was just so excited to get them in, you know. And then after the fact, I'm looking at this, thinking, man, this middle row, I need to get rid of. I need to replant these because that's just going to be a nightmare to get in there and get poked and get blackberries. So eventually, that middle row right there, I'm going to have to get rid of. So, remember in some of my previous postings how I had put, you know, just call a lawn guy, and you know they're pretty helpful. They'll be able to, you know, direct you in areas. And so this place is about 30 miles north of where I live, and so it's pretty rural. And so I called a couple lawn guys and said, hey man, here's what I'm looking to do. I want to get some mulch or some wood chips. You know, do you know anybody? And they, you know, I could just see the you know, the gears turning in their head, and like I was speaking Martian to them because they like, I don't know, you know. And so they were not very helpful. So I had a tree guy that said, man, I'll bring all the mulch you want, and I have yet to see any mulch. So this, you can see up there, those mounds, that's wood chips, and then you can see down there, that is wood chips as well. What I ended up having to do was I had to buy wood chips because I just want to get this garden in. So that was an added expense that I wasn't planning on. And so about, I don't know, maybe 8 weeks ago, we had inch, maybe 2 inches of rain up here. And about 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine owns an equipment rental place, and so he let me use a Bobcat. And so I brought a Bobcat out here because I was going to take, you know, all that mulch and put back here on the garden. Well, 2 weeks after the rain, I mean, you can still see the ruts that I left, and you know, so I was able to get that much done. And then I thought, you know, I'm pressing my luck. I'm just going to stop, and then what I'll have to do is just put it in the back of the truck, and then take it up there and dump it out, and all's good. Well, last week at my house, we got 3.5 inches of rain. Here, 30 miles north, they got 7.5. So you can still see the standing water. I mean, it was a mess. And this week, I think they've had an inch of rain here. So one of these days, things will dry out. Now I had, obviously, there's a burn pile, and then up there you can see the ashes of a burn pile that I burned this morning. And man, for the life of me, I could not get this one to start. So anyway, I burned that one. The trash bags here, that's just leaves and grass and stuff like that that we've picked up from yards. And so my intent is to take those and put over the burn pile because ashes are pretty alkaline, and so I'm hoping that this will counterbalance all that alkalinity. So you can see, you know, this is pretty sandy soil, so I'm going to need as much organic matter in here as I can. So these two, this one and this tree right here, when I initially bought the place, I thought, you know, I'm gonna cut those down, but I've cut so many trees. I've cut the small ones, I've left the big ones, and I really don't want to cut any more trees. But that is north, and so you can see I've put some T-posts up, and then I strung some string along there just to get a bearing of how big this garden is going to be. So I've got this one, and then where the burn pile is, that's going to be another. So, you know, you can see, you know, right in there, I was hoping everything was going to be linear and square and all that, but it's not working like that. So this tree right here is overhanging this part of the garden, so I don't know how well this is going to do right here. I really don't want to cut down any more trees, but you know, we'll see what happens. So I think this garden is, well, I don't even know the dimensions. I was never, you know, I kind of slip in math class, so I don't know if this is a octagon, polygon, whatever this is. Pretty, you know, fairly big area. I know this area right here, it's 60 feet wide by 200 feet long. So what's that, 30,000 square feet? So this is going to be a nice size, and this is just going to be nice and square, rectangle. So this will be great. You know, one thing that I've tried to do along or around the property is I've tried to use every modern tool and convenience that I have available to me, because I want to get this place whipped into shape, and I want to start, you know, farming and all that good stuff. But my end result, or my end goal, is if anything were to ever happen to the modern tools and conveniences and all that, I could still work this land just with regular hand tools. So I'm trying to use whatever I can to get it whipped into shape, but with the long-term idea of, if anything ever happens, you know, a hoe, a rake, a shovel, stuff like that, saw, you know, I can get everything done. So I had great intentions. Remember all that, if you can see, you know, the scrub and all that, that's a lot of that greenbrier stuff. You can see it right there, how it's just overtaken that old tree. So all that's greenbrier, and you can see right here, that's a lot. I mean, this place is just covered in it back here. Not so much over there, but more here. So I had great intentions of digging all this up, and you know, I dug a fairly good size area, you know, just right in here, all those tubers up. But I just, man, my back is killing me, and I'm like, forget that. So I do know that if you keep greenbrier mowed, it'll eventually go away. And so what I'm doing is I'm just taking the shovel, and I'm just trying to you know, cut the first, I don't know, 2-3 inches down, and then pull out the greenbrier, and hopefully just keep it all at bay. So that's the intent. If anybody knows how to get rid of greenbrier outside of mowing and chemicals, because I do not want to spray chemicals, but if anybody knows how to get rid of it, please let me know. But so some of the things that went as planned. One thing I was thinking, sorry, whenever we cleared everything, I thought it was going to take a lot longer than it did, but that went relatively fast. So that's the one thing that went better than planned. Things that went or didn't go as planned or longer than planned, you're looking at it. So I wish I could tell you I have everything whipped into shape in a matter of days, but no. But one thing that I do realize is the pioneers, the people that came out and settled the land and had to clear the land, man, they were tough. So anyway, you're looking also, one thing that I see, the riding lawnmower there, one thing that I've learned from the lawn business is, and I see it daily, where one of our customers has a small house and they buy a bigger place, you know, because they want to be out or whatever. And this bigger place, they just do not plan on the maintenance that a big place takes. And it just slowly and slowly and slowly just overtakes them until, you know, it's like, man, is this the same place you bought a couple years ago? So that's one of the goals of mine, is I do not want this thing to, you know, 2 acres, that's plenty of land for me to take care of. But back to the riding lawnmower, I bought that from a guy, and my son, that's his job, is to mow, and then I'll do, you know, all the other stuff. But he was out mowing, and he let his foot slip off the brake, and it popped and hit that I don't know, canopy or whatever it is that we're tearing down, and it bent the tie rod. So I need to get under there and take that off and bend it back, but it's wet. I don't feel like getting wet. But so I guess that's another thing that didn't go as planned. But you can see straight ahead, I guess that used to be a deer stand. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to take that down. I know my son wants me to keep it up or build another one, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, I sure appreciate y'all. I do, and I hope this helps. And I just really appreciate y'all, and thanks for watching. So y'all take care. Bye.